Hello Blues. Here are some new App Store games from August and September 2024. Up first we have Superliminal. This one came out in late July, but I missed it, so I'm including it here. Superliminal will challenge your ability to perceive reality. Finding yourself suddenly stuck in a doctor's experimental therapy program, you'll have to explore a dream world that slowly unravels around you. Everything is precisely as it seems, or is it? Adjusting your distance or perspective can change an object's size or shape, create pathways, or repair broken items. While the good doctor does his best to guide you through the dreamscape, his AI assistant has other plans for you. This is a great mobile port, on par with PC and console, and it runs at 60 FPS and has controller support. Superliminal offers a free demo, which goes for about 10 minutes. An in-app purchase of $7.99 USD is required to unlock the full game. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Mac as the iPad version. Coming on the 12th of September, Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince is a surprise mobile port from Square Enix. Compose your very own team of monsters from across the Dragon Quest series and engage in battles against foes. Recruit monsters from the world around you and combine them to synchronize new creatures as you see fit. There are over 500 monsters to choose from and a revamped synthesis system to explore. You can mix and match to create your critters and supervillains, as well as brand new additions to the monstrous roll call. This mobile port will have graphical settings that you can adjust to improve performance, which will be cool. Not sure if the game will support controllers yet. I wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. Dragon Quest Monsters: The Dark Prince will cost $29.99 USD, but this is a very big game, so that price is justified for me. It will be available on iPhone and iPad. Up next we have Dragon Prince Xadia. This one was developed in-house by Wonderstorm, the creators of the Netflix series, which I've never watched, The Dragon Prince. The game is a cooperative, hero-based ARPG, set in the same fantasy world and has all the humor, charm, and high stakes that fans have come to expect. It introduces new characters and stories to expand the Dragon Prince universe, along with co-op multiplayer and RPG progression. The port, it has a few issues for me. No controller support is really annoying. There are constant FPS drops when using the high FPS mode, and the resolution is incredibly low even on my iPhone 15 Pro. Not being able to pause brings up challenges too. I can look past all those because within that, this is actually a really good ARPG. Dragon Prince Xadia, if that's how you say it, is only available to Netflix subscribers in the App Store. It is available on iPhone and iPad. Moving on, we have Maid of Sker, which is coming to the App Store on the 10th of September. Maid of Sker is a first-person survival horror on the level of Alien Isolation, Soma, or Outlast. It is set in a remote hotel with a gory and macabre history of Welsh folklore. Armed with only a defensive sound device, you'll utilize stealth tactics to avoid death amongst a cult of sound-based AI enemies. I adore this game, but I'm disappointed with this mobile port. It's running at very low settings. It doesn't look good, even on my iPhone 15 Pro or M4 iPad Pro. It runs at 30 FPS, which I can live with, but it also has no controller support. Thankfully, the touch controls are fine for what they are, but I would still much prefer to play this type of game with a controller. Please add it in the future, developer, if you can. The fantastic horror experience remains here with those issues, so I still recommend it, but keep those issues in mind before buying or you might be disappointed. Maid of Sker offers a free demo with an in-app purchase of $7.99 USD to unlock the full game. It will be available on iPhone, iPad, and Mac as the iPad version. This one took me by surprise, and maybe some of you too. It's a new Harvest Moon game, Home Sweet Home. Head back to your roots and leave the city life for your childhood village of Alba in Harvest Moon, Home Sweet Home. Try out for different bachelors and bachelorettes, marry whomever your heart desires, harvest crops, take care of animals, fish, mine, and more. Compete and take part in various contests and festivals, collect and gather happiness to grow the village, and get new residents. This is a really good game, actually, and it's something that I'd expect to see from Nintendo. Yeah, it's that good. The one major flaw for me is no controller support. I don't get how devs don't include this. Like, why is it not there? I don't believe it's that hard to add it. Thankfully, the touch controls are excellent. It also only runs at 30 FPS, but that isn't a big issue for this type of game, so you can get by. Harvest Moon Home Sweet Home is expensive, $17.99 USD, but this is a premium game, so it's okay for me, but some of you might not like that. So maybe look up some reviews before buying. It is available for iPhone, iPad, and Mac as the iPad version. Our next game is El Paso Elsewhere, which is coming to the App Store on the 17th of September. El Paso Elsewhere is a supernatural, neo-noir third-person shooter. Hunt werewolves, fallen angels, and other damned creatures in a vivid slow-motion love letter to action classics. Fight your way through a reality-shifting motel, floor by bloody floor. Save the victims of Dracula, Lord of the Vampires. The game has a great original hip-hop soundtrack. It's really beautiful. It also has Molotov cocktails that are filled with holy blue flame. A fully voiced neo-noir story campaign, destructible environments, and cool slow-motion dives similar to the Max Payne games. The developer said the game should support controllers too, which is good. El Paso Elsewhere offers a free demo with an in-app purchase of $4.99 USD to unlock the full game. It will be available on iPhone, iPad, and Mac, I'm guessing as the iPad version. It's interesting that arguably the better game, Punch Club 1, wasn't brought to mobile, but it's still cool to see that we now have the second game here, Punch Club 2. Train, fight, and rise to the top in this fighter management simulator. Mentor your fighter and guide him to become the ultimate champion. Choose from different combat styles, control his routine, and watch him kick some butt. If you've never played the first game, don't worry, you don't need to know the story from that one. You can easily jump into this one and you can have a good time. It's also worth noting that towards the end of the game, it can become very grindy. But you could say that is how the game was designed, but it's much worse than the first one. Punch Club 2 offers a free 45-minute demo with an in-app purchase of $9.99 USD to unlock the full game. There is also another in-app purchase for the Iron Fist DLC. It is available on iPhone, iPad, and Mac as the iPad version. I suck at card games, so I'm sorry for the awful gameplay here. Anyways, Zoeti is a turn-based roguelike that features a deck of playing cards used to create card combos and activate skills in the heart of battle. Enjoy battles, discover upgrades, and receive aid from the locals, which enhance your plays to overcome the evil plaguing the land. The land here was once peaceful and everyone was smiling and having fun, but now it's overrun by monsters. You play as a Star Soul hero and are among a select few blessed to raise the land of evil. You are equipped with a deck of playing cards with which you will play card combinations, pair, full house, royal flush, etc., to activate skills that will attack or defend against enemies. further bolster your arsenal of skills and upgrades through battles and discovery. Zoeti or Zoeti costs $7.99 USD. It is available on iPhone, iPad and Mac as the iPad version. Coming on the 11th of September, Unforeseen Incidents is a really well-made classical-style interactive mystery set in a beautifully hand-painted world. I remember I first talked about this game on my channel way back in the start of 2019, and that was for the Mac version. Now this is the mobile version. It's a good game. Join Harper Pendrell, who is a small-town handyman. He meets a dying woman in the street and unwittingly stumbles into a diabolical conspiracy. Players will experience a challenging investigation, smart dialogue, and a rich cast of characters in this thrilling adventure game. The voice acting is really good here, and I love the distinctive visual style. The puzzles are not too difficult either, so it's very easy to get into. The game will cost $4.99 USD. It will be available on iPhone and iPad. Our last main game to look at is Temple Run Legends. Run, swim, jump, and join a legion of heroes in Temple Run Legends. In addition to the classic infinite run mode, which we all know that from the past, it's fun. Players can also explore ancient Empyrean with fresh gameplay modes, dynamic challenges and rewards, and over 500 levels in story mode. Players can traverse exciting climates, like you can go underwater, which is really cool, interact with fascinating inhabitants and creatures, and encounter a unique or new cast of characters as they conquer their next adventure. The game is great to play with the touch controls, as it should be, but it also has full controller support if you want to go that way. The game is pretty easy, especially early on, so just be patient until some later levels and it becomes much more challenging, if that's what you want. But Temple Run Legends is only available to Apple Arcade subscribers on the App Store. It is available on iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, and Mac. Alrighty, here are some bonus games. Here we have a 100% free game. No ads and no in-app purchases. You download it, you play it, that's it. This is the WereCleaner. Technically, this one came out in May, but somehow I only discovered it in August, so here it is. This is a stealth comedy game about cleaning messes and fighting your own instincts. Thank goodness You're Here is an absurd comedy slapformer set in the bizarre northern England town of Barnsworth. It's a fantastic game, but it's only available on the Mac App Store. That's not a bad thing, I just wanted to mention that. The Darkside Detective 1 and 2 are now on the App Store. They are really well-made point-and-click games. If you're into this genre of point-and-click, check it out. Monolith, if that's how you pronounce it, is a classical science fiction point-and-click adventure which takes you into a deep story and murky atmosphere while solving logical puzzles. It also has pretty good cutscenes. The Godfeather is a mafia pigeon roguelike combining elements of stealth, open-world exploration, and poop. Lots of poop. It's really fun and really funny. So, what do you think of these new App Store games from August and September 2024? Some were out before that too, but that's despite the point. Well, it is the point, but I wanted to put them here anyway. Anyway, are you impressed or disappointed? We got no big AAA games, and I'm fine with that. I'm really happy with these games. I think they're all really good indie games that you guys can check out. We got the Apple September event just around the corner, so I imagine maybe we'll see some game announcements there. That's basically all I have to say. My name's Joey, and have a good one.